만났습니다. 곧 도착이네. 다 왔네. Hello. Thank you. 따다다다단. 켄터키 숙소입니다. TV. 욕조 있다. 맞다. 뷰 나쁘지 않아요. 뷰가 있는 게 어딥니까? 자, 오늘도 출발합니다. 오늘은 드디어 버번 트레일 하는 날.
That brick house right behind it holds 54,000 barrels.
54,000. Excuse me.
So, first off, have any of you all ever been here before? Have any of you all ever had any of our products before? Well, everybody else that has together. So we are a younger company. We started distilling in September of 2016. So we're just a little bit over 6 years old. In that short amount of time, we've grown to be the 7th largest whiskey and bourbon producer in the U.S. We currently average about 350 barrels a day. About 7.5 million gallons a year is made right there in the distillery. Just don't touch any of the metal that you'll see around. Sometimes it does get pretty warm. I just don't want no one to get burnt. Once we get over to the fermentation tanks, if you have hats, glasses, purses, anything in your hands, please make sure you're holding on to it tight. They are open top. Just don't want nothing to fall down in there. A, you'll lose whatever you drop, and B, they'll have to clean it out. They won't be too happy with me today. 1,500 gallons. Outside, we're going to have all the silos. The tall ones are going to have the cord. The small ones have the second. Neutral temperature. You hold your hands above the mash. Usually you'll feel some heat coming off. That's the CO2. Getting to the end of the fermentation process. When it first goes in, we're going to make it okay. Stuff your hand like this if you want to try it. It's not going to be hot temperature-wise, but it's going to be about 130 proof though. The best thing to drink at 9 a.m. Yep, moonshine. Let's try a little bit. Any other questions?
I have a question. Is there a difference between open fermenter or closed one?
Most bourbon places are going to use open, just because a lot it's just easier. They're bigger. Closed beer, you have to use closed for beer. You don't want the cross contamination or anything like that. Beer fermentation process is a lot longer than like bourbon too. Beer will ferment for like 30 days a lot of times. Beer, bourbon 3 days over there, 72 hours and it's completely done. Yep. And then we use all stainless in there because of the fact we use 50. Down here. Right into the heart of the rig house. So where the proof will change, like I said, the top board gets to about 130. So all the bourbon, all of our products are going to go into that barrel at 120. If we take it to the top floor of the rig house, it's going to raise the proof higher than it would at like the bottom because the water is going to evaporate at a more rapid rate being hotter up there. So in return, that proof's going to be 130, 135, 140. That's why if you've seen some of those bottles at the liquor store that are 135. Oh yeah. Come on right here. Cheers to you all. Thank you all for spending the day with us and coming out to Bardstown and seeing us. So thank you all.
Thank you.
Warehouse T that's behind it there, those are 50 to 60-year-old brick houses. Those hold 18,600 barrels. Back in 1970 when they were built, that was a lot of whiskey. Nowadays it's not much. We're going to watch a little barrel video on how barrels are made. There's about 10 seats. Go ahead and grab those.
I feel 35.
One of the things I love about this job is that we're taking very, very simple ingredients. We're taking water, grain, yeast, turn it into magic. Just like, so if you got water and you got grain, guess what you're going to do? You're going to make moonshine, or you're going to make whiskey. And that's what we do here. Now, the difference between unaged corn whiskey and aged corn whiskey is the barrel. And this is how barrels are made. This is where the magic happens.
If almost 60% of bourbon's flavor comes from the barrel, where does the barrel come from? Bourbon barrels start here as white oak trees. Used because of its durability and strength, white oak is also leak tight, perfect to hold bourbon for 5, 10, or even 20 years. It's the selection and preparation of that wood that determines the quality of the barrel. Each Heaven Hill barrel is made of 31 to 33 staves, 6 steel hoops, 2 lids, 12 rivets, and 1 bung. Assembling these elements is charring exposes the barrel's interior to brief, intense fire. 40 seconds for Heaven Hill's level 3 char, and up to a minute and a half for our level 5 char. The charring caramelizes the sugars in the wood. As hot weather makes the barrel expand, the whiskey and char come together. When colder weather makes the barrel contract, they draw apart. At each parting, the whiskey is sweeter than before because it has picked up sugars from the charred wood. The barrel, as seasons and temperatures change, the barrel's position, the location of the rickhouse, the year's average temperatures, and other factors affect the whiskey inside. They change it from a clear liquid to a rich amber color and provide us with varied taste profiles in each individual barrel.
All right, guys, let's get our whiskey on. We got here in the library here. We actually have this is one of our favorite. It was 29 degrees over in the rick house today, so I guess it's great I'm not doing a rick house today. Depending on where it is in the rick house, it can actually gain or lose alcohol. If it's on the first, second, or third floor, it'll actually dip in alcohol. It'll go to 110, 112, 114. If it's on the 6th or 7th floor, it'll rise very quickly in alcohol. It'll get to 132, 135, 140, no problem. And the reason that does that is because of evaporation. It evaporates a lot quicker up top. So there's less volume in the barrel, they're tasting. So I worked at liquor stores for a long, long time. And one of the reasons you work at a liquor store, it's not for the paycheck, I promise you that. It's basically because the good stuff comes to you. You don't have to go searching out for it.